It's a good day. Yeah, I'm injured. Yes, I had surgery, but I'm back for a very good reason. I'm back early because Jon Jones got stripped. He retired, finally. Jon Jones, the cheating, roid, fucking eye-poking woman beater, is out of the sport. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion now. Jon Jones, the paper goat, is gone. Dana White announced, finally, that Jon Jones has retired and he is done with the sport of MMA, at least for now. Part of me really believed that Jon Jones was going to fight Tom Aspinall. In the back of my head, I just thought, there's no way the UFC, there's no way they lose this fight. And there's no way Jon Jones, lets his legacy get tarnished like this. But it makes sense. He's a weak person and someone that abused cheating. He used PEDs. He poked eyes. He's beat on women, the wife of his children. He hit and run a pregnant woman. It's not a good dude. And honestly, the way that UFC fans talk about him sometimes disgusts me because, genuinely, this is a bad dude. This is glazing Satan, bro. This dude's done so much shit, outside of the ring that's horrible. And inside the ring, finally, he's done. He pushed it too far. He's out. Get him out of here. So I'm just so glad that this happened. Jon Jones will be free to have gay sex whenever he wants without getting exposed now. He can go to Saudi Arabia and go in a pool with a bunch of men and get gangbanged by them like he's been doing for the past few months. And he can cheat on his wife, and hopefully he can't beat her again, but I'm sure he will. Hopefully he gets caught for beating her once he beats her again, and hopefully she and her kids can get out of that situation. I think it's horrible, though. You have a heavyweight UFC champion that legitimately has beat a woman. Think about that. Think about how low life, how much of a scum on earth you have to be. And a part of me feels bad for the African American fans of the UFC. Who do they have now? I don't think they have a single champion, but there will be good black fighters, bro. You guys don't have to cling on to Jon Jones. This dude's a shitty person. Thank God he got stripped, and it's over. It's over. So I'm back just to announce that little short video, just to say we won. The petition worked. Whether he retired or was stripped, either way, Tom Aspinall is the UFC champion now. And who's next for Tommy Boy? Who's next for Tom Aspinall? Obviously, Cyril Gane comes into conversation. So I'm going to look at the UFC heavyweight rankings because the heavyweight division is not my favorite division. I'm not too up to par with that. So let's go to heavyweight. This hasn't been updated yet. Tom Aspinall is champion. So Cyril Gane, number 2, after he robbed Volkov. So Tom Aspinall either fighting Gane or fighting Volkov would be nice. In the media, Dana White actually said that when a fighter gets robbed, the UFC treats it as if the fighter won. That's not true, and this is proof. Because we're talking about Tom Aspinall fighting Gane and not fighting Volkov. And right after the Gane vs. Volkov fight, even Dana White acknowledged that Volkov got robbed against Gane. I feel like the UFC, maybe for a week, they'll treat it like that, and then they forget about it immediately. So really at this number 2 contender spot, number 1 contender now, I guess, it should be Alexander Volkov, followed by Cyril Gane, and then Pavlovich. Curtis Blades, keep him where he is, I guess. Oh, oopsies. Keep him where he is, I guess. Yeah, that performance was not good tonight. Arguably, he lost, but it was against a PED cheat. And, like, we're glad who got the robbery win. It was kind of a robbery. I'd argue Curtis Blades did win. In round 3, so round 1, Curtis Blades, like, obviously won. Round 2, he lost, got outstriked. Round 3, Curtis Blades, I think, did more striking. It's just the damage is more visible on Curtis Blades by round 3. He was cut up and looked worse than his opponent, Artem, whatever his name is. But what's next for Tom Aspinall? So Cyril gone. We could also have a Pereira move up and fight him. We could have a Ankalaev move up and fight him. We can have a Yuri or a Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill came off a bad loss today. Could have him move up and get starched by Tom Aspinall. Probably not have Jamal Hill do that, but Jamal Hill could move up to heavyweight, beat 3 dudes, then get starched by Tom Aspinall, is what I think. Who does Tom Aspinall not beat? We need someone new. Taliesin Teixeira, within the next title fight, will probably be around the number 3, 4, 5 ranking. Top 10, definitely. I think he's going to hopefully not get fraud checked by Derek Lewis. But also, I don't want Derek Lewis to get knocked out. But if we want good for the heavyweight division, assuming Taliesin Teixeira is really good, this dude, assuming he's not just a fat Tai Tuivasa blob, because, yeah, we've seen this. We've seen Tai Tuivasa do this. Came in, got even fatter, and then gave up on his career for Taco Bell. As long as Taliesin Teixeira doesn't turn into that, we could see Tom Aspinall kill him. Who beats Tom Aspinall, bro? No one. Jon Jones doesn't. He fucking ran away, bro. We have a good champion that until his chin gets like horribly cracked, which, yeah, at heavyweight, it'll happen eventually, but until that happens, we're gonna, I think, have this champion for a while. I don't see Cyril Gane knocking him out in round 1. I see Tom Aspinall knocking Cyril Gane out early. I don't see Volkov out wrestling Tom Aspinall or out striking. Tom Aspinall beat Pavlovich. He beat Curtis Blades. Bro, who's beating Tom Aspinall? So that's my video. Thank God Jon Jones is gone. I had shoulder surgery, so I'm in a little bit of pain, but I'm still here to celebrate the news with you that Jon Jones is ridded from the sport. This fat, roid-cheating bitch. Fuck you, Jon Jones. Fuck you. See ya, guys. I love you. Love you all unless you're Jon Jones. See you in the next video very soon. I'm going to do a little recap on the card. Bye.